What's up, Notary Nerds? It's your girl, Monica. Now, I told you guys last week that I would be sending you an email talking to you about how to make money with these templates that are in the new NNU archive drive, which is where I'm dumping everything that I've been doing for the last 2 years. The templates are Google sites, so they don't require any monthly hosting, and you really don't even need to get a domain name unless you really, really want to. Just depends on how you plan on using the site. So there are 7 things, 7, that you need to do in order to start monetizing these sites. And here they are. First and foremost, you have to determine who you are helping. And in order to help you with that, I've given you a little bit of a list so that you can kind of get an idea of how you need to think outside of the box, right? So here are some ideas. You have to help somebody in order to make money, period. I don't care what you're selling, right? But especially when you're selling website templates. So think in terms of the people, the group of people that you're needing to help and what their problem is. So here are some examples. So you've got couponers, right? You've got couponers that have all these different places that they have to go online to check for sales and updates for all these different stores that have coupons, right? Well, that's their problem. Well, what is their solution, i.e. your potential profit? If you take one of these templates that I'm giving you and you create a website that has all of the coupon links to all of the sites, right? Create little buttons so that they can go to every site, but they can do it from their phone, and it's going to be super easy for them to do. They pay you one time, and they have this amazing, convenient resource that helps them keep couponing. Another example is CSA farmers. For those of you guys who are not into agriculture, you may not know what CSA stands for. That stands for Community Supported Agriculture. Basically, it's like a club for a farm. It's where the farmer goes out into the community and says, hey, this is what I'm planning on doing. Would you guys like to be able to participate in this harvest every week? I don't know if it's going to work or if it doesn't, depending on rain and disease and all these different things. But if it does, I'd like to give you a basket of food. So that's a CSA, right? Well, the issue a lot of CSA farmers have is that having an understanding of what they need to plant and when and in what amount in order to be able to have enough harvest for all of their CSA members. So why not create a spreadsheet or a website rather that has maybe a spreadsheet embed in it that kind of allows them to be able to do this succession, what we call succession planning in agriculture. So that's another example. Next, tax preparers. Some of these tax preparers don't have, official looking spaces for their clients to upload their documents. They're having to meet them and email and do all of these different things. Well, guess what? That's the problem. Well, a solution or a potential solution is you taking one of these templates, okay, turning it into a site that a tax preparer could share with their clients so that their clients can easily upload their docs. Do you see where I'm going with this? There is no shortage of ideas. You just have to be creative. Another idea, taxpayers, you and me and everybody else, right? Where are your 2017, 2018 taxes? Where are your W-2s, 1099s, and all of the things, right? So a place to be able to keep everything in one place that I don't have to pay for every month is a pretty good deal for me if somebody was to put it in front of me, right? Nursing students, they have no idea what to expect from nursing school. They have no idea what to expect from their nursing career. So what would be better for them than to have an experienced nurse put together a website, take their expertise and put it into a website so that that nursing student can actually be able to help themselves along their journey. Now, as I mentioned these different solutions, keep in mind, the bigger the problem you are solving, the more the perceived value by the person you're solving it for. So for a nursing student, this solution might be humongous because they're probably balancing school and work and family. And this resource is helping them kind of cut through all of the crap and get to what they really need to focus on to be successful. So they may think that's a valuable thing. They may be able to pay, they may make a sacrifice and pay for that resource. Same thing with first-year law students. For those of you guys who are out there who are JDs, look, first-year law students are where you were, right? Maybe now you've been out and been practicing and can look back and give them a roadmap on what you would have done and how you would have done it differently, all in the form of a website. Same thing with real estate agents. They don't have any clients. If you were to create, and that's their problem, so if you were to create a website that allowed them to attract both buyers and sellers, guess what? You're solving their problem and they see value in that. So let's go look at what that value can translate into. Again, just 7 steps. That's all it takes for you to take these website templates in the NNU archive drive and convert them into money. And let me show you how to do that. Once you determine who you're helping and what they need, which is what we just talked about, you're going to need to go get visual, right? You're going to have to go get you some royalty-free graphics and can bring them over to this website template that you're going to be using. You're going to make a copy of whichever template that you want to start with. And if you haven't gone in there in a second, here are the different templates, right? You can pick and start with whichever one that you want to start working with. And from there, then you are going to create a Facebook post and a YouTube thumbnail, because we're going to use those to do step 6, which is promote your website, okay? So that you can start to build your list. And then once you built your list, we're going to teach you in the class that we're going to have once we get all 100 people, the first 100 people to take advantage of the spring cleaning sale are going to get invited to a class where I show them how to create an offer that their list cannot refuse, so that they actually are able to convert that list into money. Okay, so let's talk about the money. Okay, so we've got, let's say, 1,000 people on the list. That's the number that you really want to shoot for. Doesn't take as long to get there as you may think, especially when you're targeting and focusing and providing something of value for free to that group that you're trying to serve, right? So I got a list of 1,000 people on my database. Now I'm going to come over to this calculator, which, yes, it's inside of the spring cleaning sale. You can get in there and play around with this. You already have, it already converts for you. So you don't have to touch this cell, or this cell, right? People, pricing, and profit. Those are the 3 things that are going to help you turn this template into money. So if I've got 1,000 people on my list, and that means that in the sales world, 1 out of every 5 of them are likely to do something, and that's a 20% conversion ratio. Now that's kind of like one of those things you don't really know if it's exact or not until you start to utilize it. It could be lower, it could be higher, but we're going to start with 1 out of every 5 of these people is going to love you, okay? So if that's the case, and let's just say you decided to do that couponer website, right? Well, the price of it needs to reflect the value. So, hey, the couponers are going to figure it out anyway. So this is convenient, but it's not something they absolutely need. So maybe you would price it in the $7 range just to kind of get some things rolling. Well, even at $7, if you've got enough people interested in it, guess what? That's $1,400 from a template. Okay? That's crazy. That's amazing. This is what they're doing in the digital space, guys. This is what you need to kind of get with. Like, you got to get with it, okay? Let's just say, though, that you were doing something a little bit more significant, like with the real estate agents, and you were creating, a single page website template for them. You went and you took one of these templates and you just stripped it down to just 1 page. You didn't worry about having all these extra pages. All you're doing is doing a 1-pager that allows for that agent to collect leads using a lead magnet, right? So let's say that you did that. That is going to likely bring some business to them, right? Big business, and real estate commissions aren't small, they're big. So that solution needs to match up. That value needs to match up with the pricing, right? So you wouldn't charge $7 for that, right? You might charge per lead page, you might charge $100. So let's just look at it. So let's change that pricing to $97, and you can see real quick where this could go, right? That same 1,000 people on your list, obviously that would be 1,000 real estate people, because you've been out there promoting and giving away, and you've got all these people that are downloading and giving you their name and their email, and so your list has grown and grown to now you've got 1,000 people on it, and now you're about to make them an offer that they absolutely cannot refuse. And the numbers alone say 1 out of every 5 of them is going to take a bite out of your offer. And if that offer's priced at $97, then guess who just made 20 grand? It is possible, folks. Like, I have done it. Like, this is not a joke. So I know that you're an expert in whatever it is that you're an expert in. That's okay. It's still okay for you to step outside of that expertise, learn a new skill, like how to update and change these website templates, okay? And solve problems. The more problems you solve, the more money you're going to make, okay? So I cannot wait until we get all 100 of these sold so that I can send out the invite for the class, because we are actually going to build one of these creative sites so that everybody can get a copy and go and start making money. I am so excited. We're going to do it all together just so that you guys can see how easy it is. It's only going to take one class, but if you don't have these templates, it won't work. So we've got a few spots left. I hope you take advantage of it, and I'll talk with you soon. Peace.